Yeah. What matter of fact, hold on.
Beep, 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 beep.
Why am I never prepared?
Because you was just dealing with a whole bunch of BS. That's why.
Never prepared. That's not loud enough. Give me my volume. Huh? You know what it is, man. Yeah, we ain't finna get all the way into that yet because we ain't hit the intro yet or whatnot. But you know the vibes. Hey, your boy's back. You know. Hey,
we back once again.
Hey, man.
You know we skip one. We come back 1 week.
I'm back. Ryan gone. Like Don gone. Eventually, we gonna get the 3-man team back in order. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know. I don't even know why that's not showing up yet, but I'm sure this is on the delay.
Is it though? Oh, there.
Yeah. No, we good. Yo, appreciate y'all tapping in. You know what I mean? But let's actually jump into this intro, man. Because what the fuck we doing?
Live on location. Hey.
What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 154 of Homie Studios. It's your boy STVGREAT, joined by the homie Shades. What's good with your bruh, huh?
What's good with the boy, huh?
Hey, man, say, man. It feel good to be back in this chair, dog.
I'm supposed to be popping, but I'm still over here doing work, and I need to stop. I need to stop, bro.
Hey, man. You gotta learn, man. You know, sometimes it's okay to just put it down. Put it down.
Put it down.
Dang it. What's good with it, man? What's good with you, bro? Man, how you been?
Bro, I've been good, bro. I've been maintaining. I feel like I've been growing. You know what I mean? Kind of pushing past my limits, like spiritually and physically. Honestly, bro, like just maturing, bro. You know, just trying to take things in my stride. You know what I mean? Monitoring what's going on, trying to be self-aware. I've been receiving a large message from divine messaging that's basically telling me that I'm doing too much and I need to take some things off my plate. So that's what I'm in the process of. I'm in that process of identifying those things. One of those things being, as everybody has kind of seen on the pod, we talked about it a little bit, I took marijuana off the plate.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how big of a, you know, how much time I was spending, how much, when I really looked at how much money I was spending.
Yeah.
When I was looking at how much
the money part is always gonna be the eye opener, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like, you know, just when I'm with my kids, like how much I take some time out to go blaze real quick, especially when I get when you get stressed, the anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, how many times as an adult are you gonna have a stressful day? You know what I mean?
Shit, them shits add up. Shit,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm smoking when I'm anxious. I'm smoking when I'm happy. I'm smoking when something exciting happened. I'm smoking when something bad happened. I'm finding every reason to. Oh, a movie just came out. Let me smoke before I watch this movie.
I needed to be able to fully tap into what I'm actually doing.
I gotta be able to lock in. You feel me?
Yeah.
But nah, bro. Overall, bro, I can just say, you know, God got me, bro, and I've just been getting closer to Him, and business is expanding, seeing new things. God has connected me to different people, quality connections.
Yeah, that's which is always important.
That's quality connections. What about you, bro? How you been?
Well,
how that new babe?
I mean,
she ain't new.
She ain't new no more. You know what I mean? She a good solid 7 going on 8 months now.
Hey, let me get a horn for that.
Hey, man, you know what it is, dog. You know what it is.
Miss Gabby the princess, huh?
Yeah. No, so she is doing great. Like she's pretty much crawling. Like she pretty much did that shit in our face today.
Oh, for sure.
It was only a couple of steps in the crawling world, but hey, She getting to it. She getting to it, man. I'm almost kind of like you with the weed thing though, man. You know, like I really don't smoke like that no more. Like, and yours was definitely by choice. Mine was just because I didn't feel like reaching out to people. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't feel like reaching out to nobody, asking for no shit. But this past weekend, you know, me and wifey on Saturday, we was both out in these Uber Eats streets. She went with a homegirl. They were just going around. They ended up stopping to a little corner store. And you know, the corner store was like, we're not just a corner store, we're a smoke shop. I sell flour and blah 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 blah. I'm like, hold up, nigga, what? this is what she's texting me, and I'm like, what's? I'm like, what corner store this is? She didn't tell me that much, but that's all right. But then she was like, we got a free gummy, and I'm like, I know she ain't gonna need that shit. So Sunday, you know, a homegirl came over. It's a homegirl birthday. Yo, shout out, man. Shout out to the homegirl, and I keep calling Andrea. Regardless,
shout out to the girl.
Shout out to her, and she came over. They was doing a little photo shoot for her, and I was supposed to watch the girl. But around 12:30, I ate half of the gummy. Half. I want you to. I want to emphasize it was half the gummy, right? By 2:00, I'm smacked, right? Like big smacked, and I'm like, I'm like, all right. I got Gabby with me. We just gonna lay on the floor. She's watching her show. We're playing with her toys. I'm just gonna lay here comfortably. About 3:00, I'm like, I'm too high to be on the floor. I'm too high to be on the floor. Let's get up. Let's sit in the little rocker, baby. You know, we're gonna sit here and rock. Mind you, this whole time, Britt never came back. Right? We just which isn't necessarily a problem. I know they're handling their shit, right? But by 5:00, when she finally came back in the room, she apparently her and Andrea, there was like I haven't heard any sounds from back there, right? So I got the girl. She's being good, quiet. I'm watching okay, so baby girl likes to watch lawn care videos. Like it's her shit. Like she will
How did y'all figure that out?
Bro?
I can't even, never mind.
Bro, the algorithms just be algorithming sometimes, you know what I mean? So she's watching the lawn care video, and you know, like
literal lawn care, like
landscaping, right? And like motherfuckers has this shit fast forwarded like double time. So he's bouncing around like I'm feeling every movement pause of this nigga. Like this motherfucker go like this is this. I'm like, dog, I'm over here feeling every bit of the movement, and then my eyes are like trying to catch up, but I'm too hot, bro. I am now sick to my stomach, right? Britt finally comes in. It's like 5:30, and she's like,
"Is it PM?"
PM.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh no." She's like, "I haven't heard anything. Oh my god, what's wrong? Are you okay?" And I'm sitting there looking dumb as fuck in the face, like, dog. I was like, huh? Oh, kid, come get this girl. Come get the girl. So she grabs Gabby. 3 minutes later, I'm throwing up. I haven't been that high since like New Year's Eve 2014, I think it was, that me and Mike went down to his mom's for New Year's, and I had like mad edible cookies. And didn't realize they was edible at first. And then the guy was like, "How many have you had?" And I was like, 2. He's like, "Oh shit." Right? So like I am intergalactically high.
Oh dang, boy.
Get rid of barfing up a storm. I'm like, I'm going to lay down. It's like 6 o'clock at the latest. I woke up at 6 o'clock the next morning, right? It's Monday. I got to go to work. I had to call out from work. I was still dumb high, bro. Bro, off of half this gummy. I took that shit at 12:30 Sunday afternoon. It was high until 9 p.m. Monday night. Nigga, I'm not even kidding, dog. I'm not even joking, bro.
No, you ain't got it. Like
bro,
I told
off
you, bro.
of half the gummy. I was like, if you ever bring that demon shit in this house again, bro.
Bro, what you need, a 10th?
Bro, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm over here thought I was being responsible. I thought I was being a responsible individual by only taking half. Because I was like, if I take the whole gummy, man, I'm just gonna be wrecked the whole day. I ain't gonna do that shit. Moral of the story, your boy's been all right, man. Just trying to survive out here in these streets, trying to not be attacked by, killer gummies. Hey man, on the other fronts, man, your boy is changing professions, getting back into the profession that I am so accustomed to. You know what I mean? Gonna be working alongside my dog. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, bro, that part's good. My hair look crazy today. I know y'all know anybody that's watching live on YouTube or watching the playback back or whatever. You're like, hey man, this man hair is getting kind of crazy. But your boy gonna get that hair braided tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hey man, I ain't had my hair braided since I was 14 years old, dog.
Dang, bro.
So your boy. Ooh, oh my God. That's the part that hurts. 23 years later. I'm old. It is what it is.
Older.
23, almost 24 years later is finally getting his hair braided again, But so next pod, the boy will be a little bit crispier, Go get the hair braided, go straight to the barber shop, let him fade your boy up. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be in the streets wild before I hit that barbershop with the fresh braids, but the everything else is looking
all with the edges,
and then they're not gonna be able to grip some of the side of the hair, so it's gonna be poofy right there. I'm gonna be in these streets looking like a clown. But
it's all right. Once you get the touch up, you good.
Yeah. Once I get the touch up, we're gonna be okay. And we got the homie Big E in the building. What's good with you, bro? Huh?
What's good with the boy? Huh?
Yeah. What's good with you, E man? Hope you've been doing well, brother. Hey, my dog graduated.
Word?
My dog graduated. My dog, graduated college.
Word?
Yeah.
More air horns.
More air horns.
Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah.
That's something that nobody can ever take away from you.
Can never take it away from you, dog. You know what I mean? My dog said he ain't got no more homework to do no more. Hey,
bro,
I feel
worst.
that.
I can't stand that pressure, bro.
Facts.
That's why I ain't been back for the Masters. I'm gonna go next year.
Yeah, that next year's be turning into next decade. And then,
bro, I had an opportunity at a free scholarship last year. I was just like, I'm good. Good.
Yeah, my dog said he out here he doing his resume right now, trying to find some entry level jobs. You're gonna find it. You know what I mean? Trust me, that degree speaks a lot. Experience speaks a lot. But for some reason, these companies, they really value these damn degrees, bro. They value the hell out of them, dog.
Because sometimes, like a lot of people are in industries that they didn't even go to school for. You know what I mean? And kind of the understanding that I got from somebody in upper level management, it's like it shows a level of consistency. It shows a level of dedication or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you get your MBA. Like the MBA is the one that like really sets you apart. You know what
they like, hey, bro, take your ass to post high school for 10 years. I don't give a damn how much debt you get in. We just know once you get out of that, hey man, you put in the work.
You put You know what I'm saying?
And we ain't gonna pay you enough to pay these damn student loans all quicker than you want them to.
Exactly. That way you keep working for us. So
that's right.
That's why it's a system. You know what I'm saying?
Cyclical in this bitch.
So, you know, but the other thing that's powerful is if you're able to get like certain certification like Sigma, like if depending on which field you're in, you know what I'm saying? If you're able to get certain certifications outside of school, that's even great as well, especially if you're in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
Or if you're a financial advisor, if you go get your CFP to be a certified financial planner.
Yeah.
Certain certifications are like freaking
masters.
It's like masters within the corporate world. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bro, what? Bro, what?
Yeah, that last semester,
bro.
Man.
And then you be feeling like your life is on the line. Like you did all this work, bro. And if this don't go through, bro, like bro, I can't tell you, bro. Like me and SD know me when I was in college, bro. I can't tell you how many classes, bro, I took 2 to 3 times because I kept instead of having coffee in my coffee mug, your boy had beer in that mug. Bro. Like, bro, what?
This man was doing his best to turn into Van Wilder, bro. My dog was trying to be 28 in college. Like, what's good,
bro? I was trying my hardest, bro. For real, but
all right, man.
Ain't done, bro.
Hey, man. Let's get to the talks, though, bro.
Hey, ain't no order either, bro. So we can go on whatever.
We just gonna bounce around.
I kind of feel like talk about Caitlyn first. Women first.
First things first. Let's hit this damn you know.
Let's get.
Let y'all know I ain't done this in a while. Hold on, let's start it off right. Cause it's time for barbershop talk.
Who?
What? Baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man. Huh?
The boy. I know you seeing stars glow.
Constellations. Constellations is what I see, dog. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you with when you say, "Hey, man, let's start with Caitlyn." Let's start with Caitlyn, right?
Because this mug guy, I didn't know it was as big as like. I knew it was big like that, but I didn't know it was about to be like that on ESPN.
Like, okay, so when it comes to
you saw that I saw that mug live.
You talking about the Monica and Stephen A?
Yeah, I saw that mug live, boy.
Yeah, no, 100%. ESPN is doing their best to make sure she stays in the forefront, because when you have a white athlete in a sport that is predominantly dominated by Black people, the Great White Hope is a real thing, and it's not to make it racial, but it has racial undertones, right?
Ain't no undertone.
Overtones.
No
right?
undertone.
So even when you date back to 2 years ago when they were in at college, when she was at Iowa, and she was clearly a hooper, like there's no doubt about the fact the girl can ball, right? What they did though was they put that spotlight and that target on that girl. When she got drafted, and she got drafted where she got drafted at, rightfully so.
For sure. Everything's right.
The WNBA players was like, we ain't finna let her come in here and just think she finna come in here and be LeBron.
Bro, ain't that crazy how
she ain't finna come in here and be LeBron? So they have been doing their best to either punk her or toughen her up. And I don't think I think it is it's an and or situation. Some of them is like, nah, this bitch ain't finna do shit in this league, bro. And we gonna make sure of it. We're gonna bully the fuck out of this bitch. But Caitlyn's mentally tough. Now, granted.
And that's the thing. Like, y'all, the thing is, she ain't gonna ever forget that, John. And y'all, what you're doing is you actually You actually sharpening steel, my G.
Yes, very much so. So when you talk about them beating her getting beat up on the court, right? I think it was one of the first games where player on the opposing team, and I apologize for not knowing these ladies' names.
Oh, that's gonna be coming in a while.
But like, but one of the ladies on the other team attacks her, pretty much attacks Caitlin, right? Caitlin start popping off in the mouth, and then you see her own teammate start to back her away. But and because that's normally like standard shit, right? Where things may differ just a smidge from the NBA to the WNBA is the teammate that tried to pull her back was the ex-girlfriend of the one she was squaring up on. See, this is the dynamic that we normally don't talk about in the NBA.
And bro, that's the part where I haven't even. That's the other layer to it. That like that's the to me that's the undertone.
Yeah, is sure. Not every woman that plays in WNBA is gay, right?
Right.
But it's a good percentage.
It's a lot of that going on.
It's a good percentage. And that's where shit starts to get interesting. That's the shit that's the interest level that goes up a little bit higher in comparison to the NBA. It's not just, oh, you my teammate. No, my girl on the other team. Like, so if you get in her face, I'm gonna have to get in your face.
Like just off the rip.
And that part was ridiculously interesting to me.
Bro, I honestly, bro, like I didn't even know that. But I did know about the undertone to that and how, I mean, to keep it a buck, bro, like I feel,
man, we potted. You better say what you said.
For sure. Bro, like Caitlin, like for real, like, bro, she could fool me for like transitioning, bro. Like,
oh my god,
some of these females out there, dog, like, it's like, you sure you weren't born in that?
Oh my god. I know I told him, hey, we potted. I should have told his ass to shut the fuck up.
I told you, bro. That's why I didn't want to say that. Dog.
No,
but on the real though, dog, like outside of all that, like some of the stuff is needed. Like because some of these girls coming in a little spoiled, especially because of NIL and everything like that. Of
course.
So I think some of this is going to be needed. But you got to be very careful because you sharpen and steel, you know, because only thing Caitlin really needs to do is get her body up.
Yep.
Like once she's able to stomach that and she got a mouth.
Yeah.
Bro, she gonna remember all of this, bro. And then she got a jumper, bro.
And, like, the thing is
Steph
like
Curry, like
you hear people talk about, well, why she's so good? Why they ain't winning? She wasn't the first overall pick for a reason. But
look at what she's averaging, my G.
Of course. She's hooping.
Whoever's saying that, like, look at what she's averaging. It takes a team, my G.
Yeah. That gets back to my point of where she was drafted. She was drafted early. Why? Because the team was bad.
Horrible.
The team was bad. Like, you can put one good player on the team. It don't make the team instantly good. Like, some of her teammates is trash.
And she's a guard. There's only so much that she can do.
Right. Like, at the end of the day, she's one person. Now, what's the old girl name? JoJo, coming out of damn, I can't even think of the college right now. But she's gonna be coming into the draft or coming into the league next year. Now,
if they continue to be bad, and then you get Caitlin with her,
Caitlin and JoJo together, because
we got to find out. We got to find out how the WNBA works as far as the draft slots. Like, do they go by the worst team gets the first pick, or is it a lottery?
Is it a lottery? See, because this is the thing.
I don't know that.
This is the thing. A lot of us are new to WNBA, and the reason we're here is for two reasons. It's Caitlin Clark
and Angel
Reese.
But I ain't gonna lie though. Back in the day though, like I used to know about the WNBA, like Shamika Holmes Club, like Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
Like I can't. It was a lady that had Cheryl Swoops.
Cheryl Swoops,
Bruh. I used to have a crush on Shamika Holdsclaw.
Hey man, there was. Thing is, there's some baddies in the WNBA,
sure.
bro. Like we ain't finna sit here and act like all of them look like Brittany Griner.
Okay, can I make one more?
Oh my god,
bro, I am so sorry, bro.
But
okay, so I love Angel Reese. But
what?
Bro,
her neck. Oh, why are you whispering, nigga?
Why that been so long, bro?
Like, hey man, she a tall chick, bro.
No, but it's more than that. It's like, never mind.
Man, nah, bump that. I'm pulling it up,
bro. Pull it, bro. She had it was a picture with it like. I was just like,
yo, when we get canceled, just know whose fault it was. All right,
all the females about to destroy me,
bro. Oh man, you better be lucky. I don't think we got a strong. She do got a draft neck,
bro.
But
no, she bad though. But like, bro, it's like, okay, it's not as bad as that last picture.
Hey man, she just got a long neck, dog. You know
that's
what I
all.
mean?
That's all it is.
She still put that shit on when she outside of the court, and then she be looking good. You know, like shout out to Angel Reese.
Nah,
man.
yeah, but this looks kind of like. But the picture that I saw, my G, it kind of looked like that mug went like this and then up. Like
when her hair is down, it's perfectly fine. But when her hair is up, you get to see all of the neck.
Right.
Okay. And that's just the thing, man. But speaking of Angel Reese, because
they balling. And she looking like a vet,
bro.
Well, Ryan said it too, but like, bro,
let me tell you, man. I have never watched in my life. If I watched the amount of WNBA I've watched since the beginning of this season is like 3 times the amount of WNBA I've watched previous. Like that's where
I can't agree. I just can't do it because like I'm just saying back in the G because I've actually been to a WNBA game before.
Okay.
So that's
I mean, you ain't gotta. I mean, you clearly you've watched
but like
more
since
than I have.
I forgot her name, but it's the coach for South Carolina.
Oh man, don't put me on the spot like this, man.
No, I'm just saying, you know, the light skinned lady that they went like undefeated.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I went to see her play. Okay. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I think she played in Charlotte or something like that.
Okay.
My uncle stayed in Greensboro, and we went to go see them. We went to go see them play and everything like that. But I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But I went to go see her play. But because like when Monica McNutt was talking about it and everything and saying like, oh, it's getting as much coverage. I was like, are y'all forgetting the golden years? Like this ain't the first time. Well, it's probably the first time it's getting as much money.
Yeah.
But there was a time where, bro, they had stars.
You know what it is?
Like multiple people.
What it is it's like, sure, people could have
dead period.
People obviously there was a dead period, but people could have been watching. But Twitter wasn't around. Instagram wasn't around, where the conversation gets to be continued post game,
for sure,
which brings more light to the game, and so even if they had the same number of viewers from back in the golden era, right? The conversation gets to be elongated because people get to go online and post their opinions, have longer discussions about gameplay, appearance, dressing, dress code, all of that shit. That all ties
like
into
now. Like nowadays, there's more things that tie into the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also back in the day, it wasn't as petty as it is right now. You know, like right now it's kind of petty. Like anything, you know, like people openly trying to get beefs. You know what I mean? Like like Angel Reese is gonna tie. Like she said, I don't mind being a bad guy. She's gonna like go into that role and purposely be. You know. because I really don't see her as a bad guy. You know,
She's not.
She's just people. But I think people on the outside and people on Twitter and stuff have kind of put that narrative on her. So that's why she's saying that, because I never really thought of her as a bad guy or anything like that. Like, only thing she did was clap back at somebody that was talking smack. That's not a bad guy.
That's not a bad guy. That's normal competition.
Or even Caitlyn. Caitlyn's not a bad guy either. She just is competition.
What it is that men just aren't as comfortable, or not comfortable, but aren't as familiar with women being hellaciously competitive. Really what it boils down to. We're not used to seeing.
And that's what Monica was saying.
Yeah, exactly. They're just not used to seeing women be that competitive. And as competitive as the men.
Bro, I just don't get that though, because we see that in actresses, like certain actresses.
Yeah.
When you see tennis players, female racers.
Yeah.
Like
you're talking about non-contact sports.
For sure.
When you have contact sports where you see, I'm a shoulder check you.
Because this WNBA is like 80s
NBA right now. That's what's going on right now. Yo, you want to get the smackdown laid on your Rudy Poo? Then pull up.
Because I think it was Angel Reese that got smacked in the face by that one lady or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But she got for real smacked in the face for real.
But Angel Reese is also a G, like ultimate G. She came into the league and not giving a fuck, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
she came from LSU.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
you know
she got a level of toughness,
bro.
that Caitlin Clark is trying to develop.
I can't wait till her teammate come. The point guard,
the
rapper,
no, she could be hard. Bro,
she about to change it, bro, because she gonna make diss tracks on people. Like what? Bro, she can rap.
Yeah, no,
like
rap, rapidy rap.
Like,
no,
not like
not on this bullshit.
Yeah, not on thought this and I'm shaking.
No,
like she about to rap circles. Like, put a dude on the track, and you're probably about to. But she did say some disrespectful junk. Like, she thinks she's the best female basketball rapper, period. And I was just like, and then she mentioned like Shaquille O'Neal and Deion Sanders, or no, she said the best athlete rapper.
Yeah,
and I was like, why you ain't mention Dame? Like,
you know why she didn't mention Dame? Because who the hell trying to see Dame, dog? That nigga too nice.
That's not what she said, though.
Understood.
Bro, she mentioned Shaq. She mentioned Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And then she mentioned, I can't remember the other person. She did not mention Dame.
She know why? You know why?
I find it disrespectful. Like, Dame is the number one. Like,
hey, man, what's she supposed to say? I'm number 2?
But she could have said I'm number 1, but Dame should have been the next name out of her mouth. Not Shaq. Well, Shaq.
That would be more disrespectful.
What you mean? Not mentioning his name at all?
I would rather be omitted than be like, I'm the best athlete rapper, like Dame, because then now you really calling this man out. That's more disrespectful than not saying this nigga name.
I guess I never thought about it from that point of view, but I just omitting my name from athletic rappers, like, no, I see Dame as the one, like,
because he is the one,
and her,
but
Shaq too, because Shaq went up.
Don't. Hey man, don't do that. don't.
Bro, Shaq put a verse. I think Shaq put a verse on Rick Ross on a Rick Ross song or whatever. He kind of went off a little bit.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something right now, brother. You've been going around here talking about them damn Shaq.
Bro, Shaq put in a nice little verse recently, bro.
Yo,
not the diss tracks. But
yeah, no, Shaq can rap, but he ain't Dame. You know what I mean? On that, yeah.
Facts. You talking about Dame?
Yeah,
bro. Dame, nice.
Yeah, man. All right, man. So WNBA, we're gonna be staying tuned.
For sure.
Because y'all are making.
I'm kind of happy because I was wondering, like, I felt sorry for them.
It's very entertaining content coming from.
Yeah, you got it. They made it to where you have to lock out. Like,
it's multi-layered.
Yeah,
it's multi-layered because the games are good, but the stories,
bro. But the rate, bro. Her teammates, bro. the African American or the Caucasian. Nobody helping.
That's
Like, bro, like when an old girl got pushed down,
bro,
I was like, bro, what is y'all doing?
At some point, somebody on her team is supposed to come in and swing. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, push,
but when
swing,
that happened,
whatever the case may be.
That's when I knew it was racial. But it goes past that though, because her teammate, like, you ain't just got African American players on your team. There's not just African American women. It's multicultural on that team.
It shouldn't matter what race they are. They're your teammates. If you're quote unquote star player,
but
and you know it's your star player, you're supposed to. At some point, if somebody who comes and checks that girl, somebody's supposed to come in and knock the bitch over.
But think about that though. If there is some racial undertone to it, and you're the African American woman that comes in to check the other African American, they're gonna call her a sellout. And then she's gonna say, I'm being a teammate. But then behind the scenes, off the cameras, everybody's gonna be calling you a sellout.
If somebody came and checked JJ Redick and one of his teammates came in, if a black man came and checked JJ Redick, and then one of his teammates who is also black came and pushed the dude off, ain't nobody calling him no damn turncoat. So we got to stop that bullshit.
But JJ Redick ain't Caitlin Clark of the NBA though. Like, you know what I'm saying? JJ
exactly. No, that exactly. He's not even Caitlin Clark of the WNBA.
But I kind of think the men's league is a lot more further along in this than the women's is. You know what I'm saying? As far as like
somebody help that damn girl. She getting her ass whooped.
No, 100%.
Like,
I ain't. No, come on.
No, I know. I'm just simply making the point of reference. Somebody should be helping this damn girl because she getting her ass whooped.
For sure.
Constantly.
Our colors low key matching, by the way.
Yeah. You know, we killed that.
I think first time in history. We ain't both wearing something completely.
Yeah. No. We did.
Oh, no, we did with merch one day.
I mean, that's merch though. You know what I mean? Let's go into more to NBA, man. You know, since we're talking basketball.
Yeah.
You know, game one of WNBA of the NBA Finals has already commenced.
I'm flabbergasted.
I'm not
shocked.
I'm not. But who did you have winning? Who do you have winning the finals?
Mavs.
Yeah. See that's why I'm not, because I already have it marked in my book. Boston's winning this shit.
Well, the whole thing with Porzingis, because they said this was the same type of injury like KD had with the calf and everything like that. So I'm just like, how long can Porzingis, do his thing, whatever he's been now, whatever. I did not expect him to come back like this, boy.
See, because like I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys at work today.
Yeah.
And he was like, but Porzingis, he's not going to put up those type of numbers. I was like, he don't have to. The number one thing that Porzingis is going to do this whole series is effort
and defense.
That too. But the number one thing he's going to do is effort. The way he exited Dallas, the way he probably feels about that organization, I don't even know about how real the beef with him and Luka is, but I don't really care.
They both downplayed it.
Yeah. But how he feels about that organization, I guarantee you he might not have a good game. It ain't gonna be from lack of effort. Not in this series.
He had a great game.
Yeah. No, he had a great game one. But Porzingis, Kristaps, that nigga is definitely giving you max effort all series long. He don't have to go out and put up 20 points. That's not even what's required. Because what's going to happen is, guess who's not having 16 points again in this series? Jaylen Brown. Not Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum. He ain't having 16 points.
You sure about it?
100% sure. I put money on it. 16 points. That's the only game. That's the same way I feel about Kyrie.
He did that in the finals against the Warriors. He had multiple games like that.
Cool. I'm saying this series. I ain't talking the past. I'm talking about right now.
For sure.
The same way I feel about Kyrie. Kyrie ain't finna have that bad of a game go again. He ain't finna have that kind of game again. Kyrie.
I feel way like I got way more confidence in Kyrie bouncing back than I do.
That's because you've seen it.
No, I've seen Tatum too. I've seen Tatum bounce back. But it's just you already know how I feel about Tatum. Tatum is a superstar. I'm with you on that. Like, but to me, honestly, I don't think he's the number one person on this team. I don't find him to be the number one person on this team, and it's mental for him. And he even said it. He said I was nervous. Mm-hmm. He shouldn't have said that, but he was being honest. You know what I mean? But
I don't mind the honesty.
I don't mind the honesty, but that's not. I just don't think that. I mean, I think maybe after the series, you know what I'm saying? I would. But I mean, he does what he does. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who am I to tell you what to say and do whatever?
Hey man, if him being brutally honest about it, it helps him unlock the next part of his game, then shit. People can say, "Man, you should have never said that." And then if he go out and drop 35 next game, people gonna be like, maybe he should.
Maybe he should. But it's just that talk because you already know Kwanzaa Celtics fan. So like before the series even started and everything, we was having those conversations and we went at it for a little bit, you know how we always do. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, bro, your boy is not even a star of your team right now. Like he was just like, come on, bro, we still having we can't have these conversations still. I was like, bro, Jason Tatum is more talented than Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown is the best person on your team.
Okay.
Just saying. But
that's cool. Jaylen Brown is going to give you 22 to 25.
And play defense.
And that's very good. It's very good to have on your team. Very good to have on your team.
Consistently.
Very good to have on your team. Having consistency on your team is good.
Most definitely.
He ain't the best player on that damn team, but having that on the team is really good. If you got a guy like a Jaylen Brown who you can always depend on to give you what he gives you.
But there's times where Jaylen Brown goes off for 30 or 42.
Of course. Because he's really good. I'm never saying that Jaylen Brown's bad. I'm never saying that he's mediocre.
No, I'm just saying when you
really
say
like
he's going to give you 22 to 25, but I'm just saying so there's some times where he got those 30-point games, 40-point games. He doesn't do what the Tatum does when he can go for 55 or he goes slap crazy when his 3 points is in. It's just for me with Tatum is mental. When he doesn't have a good game, it's mental. He's in his own head.
Sports is all mental.
For sure. But when you're the best player, on a team, especially and honestly, Tatum's mentality and everything, I think that's why they're not champions. That's why they haven't been champions. If he was like everybody, of course, you can't have everybody be like somebody else, but like a Luka mentality, or like how Luka is, or Jokic, or like Embiid, like some other superstars like Giannis, they consistently show up consistently. They do have one-off games, but you're not having 2 games out of a 7-game series. That's like,
let me say this. Until Luka wins something, we're not doing this. He got to have Luka mentality. Luka ain't won shit.
But Luka ain't had a team like Tatum had. Luka got a team to the Western Conference Finals with Tim Hardaway as his second best.
Luka ain't won shit. So, because I've had this conversation with other people too, and they're talking about, you talk about like Luka, and I'm like, Luka's a very good player, very fucking good,
consistently.
But we ain't finna put him on a pedestal when he ain't made it to the pedestal yet. Like, if you want to say, hey, you got that Joker mentality, sure. But this is Luka's first finals, right?
I mean, 100%.
I'm just saying, like 100%. This is first finals. Boston don't make it to any of the finals they've been to since Tatum's been there without Tatum.
100%.
I'm not saying Tatum is like we should give him some sort of leeway or whatever the case may be. I'm just simply stating Tatum been there and hasn't always performed terribly. He hasn't always performed to the best of his abilities.
There's a couple of factors though that kind of go into that, and I'll just say 2 things.
Okay,
I already said one.
Okay,
teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Can we both agree that Jason Tatum has had a better team than Luka Doncic has had over at least over the past 4 years? Boston has had a better, and Tatum doesn't have anything to do with that, or Luka. That's the front office.
That's front office. Yeah.
But keeping in a buck, like Tatum has had a better squad.
Sure.
The second thing is the Western Conference historically is more dominant than the East. Mm-hmm. Like there's usually only maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 teams in the East that Boston really has to worry about, like Giannis and Embiid or the Heat. So I would say maybe 3.
Well, you better watch your fucking tone.
3 teams.
Better watch your damn mouth. The hell you talking about? 2 teams. Giannis. The same Giannis we spent packing.
I forgot
that nigga.
I forgot, dog. I'm sorry.
Embiid. Fuck Embiid won. like
they ain't been past the second round.
Like hold on. hold the fuck up.
But I'm saying traditionally the Western Conference had more dominant teams. So if we combine the 1 with the 2, and you got Luka that don't really have a squad, but he's been to the Western Conference Finals 1 time.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, that's the only reason why I'm saying that's why I bring up his name like that, even though he hasn't won an MVP. He did just win a scoring title, and he hasn't won a championship, but he's gotten a team with less talent to the Western Conference Finals, and he was balling consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying accolades or anything. I'm talking about eyeballs on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Homie's balling. He's not the reason why his team. Well, actually, on the same scale, because Luka was, because he didn't really have the teammates and everything like that. He was kind of ball dominant. So that kind of plays a part. When to pass, when not to pass, but that comes with maturity and age and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my only reason for saying that. It's just,
so with that being said, and you're talking about maturity and not learning when to pass the ball and when not to pass the ball, it also makes it more difficult when you got another player on your team that technically is a 1, right?
Who? Jalen,
Tatum and Brown. It makes it a lot more difficult to realize, especially in crunch moments, who's the person. It's the same. That comes down to coaching. Really, what that boils down to, coaching. Who gets the ball when it matters most? And they've done a lot of teeter-tottering with those 2 players.
And they have, bro, but come on now, bro. They've given Tatum the opportunity to take advantage of them moments, and he turns the ball over. He turns into Russell Westbrook sometimes, not knowing what to do in pressure situations. Like, you're a superstar, but it comes time to crunch time, and you're turning the ball over.
Okay,
and it comes to mentality.
Is that the only thing he's ever done when in those situations? Like, I'm genuinely asking.
No.
Okay, so if that's not the only thing that he does is always turn the ball over, always fails, but he does succeed sometimes in that also comes with maturity, right?
Yes.
Like learning from mistakes.
Yes.
Is a part of maturing, right?
Yeah, because he's only 27 right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
But
the only thing we can do is, of course, objectively, we have to grade everybody individually as a person. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing we can do as junior analysts, as amateur analysts.
Yeah, there we go. There it
is. AAs. The only thing we can do as AAs is judge people based on other star players around this age or what we see or whatever like that. Like, if Tatum had Anthony Edwards mentality, Boston would have won a championship by now. I think maybe 2. That's all I'm saying. It's a mentality thing, bro. It's like Luka can come off as as an a-hole sometimes or whatever, but there's something behind that. Like, homie, don't
that
think
ain't
that
the
you can.
Only way to be successful.
That isn't. But I'm just saying
that's the part.
That's the piece.
But you just went back. You just said not even 5 minutes ago. Not everybody can be the same, and they can't all play exactly the same
100%.
way. And that's not the only way to be successful.
100%. But that's the piece. Is mental. We already agreed that it's mental.
It is
That's the part with like Jaylen Brown. That's what makes him consistent. Is he don't have as much talent as Tatum does, but the mentality is like, I'm gonna press y'all boys every day.
Well,
like,
okay, hold on, because we're talking too much about Tatum. When in a situation where they up, we got to talk about Kyrie.
Yeah, what's up with that? What, 12 points?
Because Kyrie, 12 or 16. There's one of those two. But Kyrie, who I know people have their opinions on Kyrie in regards to how his quote unquote antics off the court. I don't give two shits about that. Not while the finals is going on, right? What I care about is what's going on in the game. What's happening? Why are you playing subpar? It ain't why are you playing terribly? It's why are you playing subpar? Because what it just literally makes zero sense to me how he can go out there, put up 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and shoot 6 of 19 from the field, 0 of 5 from the 3. The reason that throws me off so much is because Kyrie got handles. Get to the rim consistently. If your shot ain't falling, cool. Go put it up as a layup. If your shot ain't falling and you can't get through the lane, pass the fucking ball to somebody else to make the shot.
But he led the team in assists. Oh, no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He only had 2.
Yeah, he did. That's the problem. That's nothing. Yeah, he did. No, yes, he did. He led the team in assists with 2 assists. You ain't beating Boston without passing the ball around.
You're not beating Boston with Kyrie and Luka not going slap off.
Yeah.
They have to go slap off.
They have to go crazy.
Because Boston has too much depth.
They got too many motherfuckers that can put up 15 plus.
Because guarantee you, if Kristoff don't go off next game, it's going to be Derek White or Drew.
Yeah.
Or Horford have one of them games where he's just stroking every freaking thing.
Yeah, pause.
And then the boy Pritchard.
Yeah.
Coming up, Pritchard didn't make anything yesterday.
Pritchard went over.
It was a dud yesterday. That's not gonna happen again.
No. And that's the thing. They have the team. And this is why I say that Boston is winning. With that being said, Kyrie, you can't have another game like that.
So I'm not going. So Kyrie was my X factor leading into this thing. I was expecting Kyrie to do what Kristaps did.
Mm-hmm.
How Kristaps came into with that mentality, I thought that was going to be Kyrie.
Yeah,
because of the maturity, because of certain things. But I've seen this from Kyrie before.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he's turned it around, but I really do think the whole experience with Boston, I think there's some form of guilt there because he admitted that he didn't like the way that certain things left or whatever. It was a certain part of his life. Blah 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 blah. I really think that the whole Boston thing has a negative impact. Maybe there's some guilt or resentment or something that he has.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when he came there last time, he had to burn sage. Like for you to have to burn sage for real, like you really feel like there's something there.
There's some negative aura.
But he also put that upon himself by being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I feel like there's some guilt. So like I just saw a story where he's saying, Kyrie is saying, he's not really feeling the Celtics fans' antics. He's downplayed or whatever. No, You're downplaying because it had an effect on you.
Yeah.
And we probably don't know. It's Boston.
We don't know.
We don't know what these people say.
But we know.
But we know based on what you just did. I think it's a perfect storm.
Yeah.
For that game.
100%.
Only the special players can take that and turn that into something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What happens when they go back to Dallas, right? So, because Boston can play on the road. They ain't got no problem playing on the road. They play better at home, obviously, like most teams, but they can play on the road. Y'all better not go home down 0-2. Let you know right now.
You got to steal this
because Boston's taking one at Dallas. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
Because the other thing about Boston that I just saw though is they got multiple ways to beat you, not just die by the 3.
Yeah.
With Kristaps Porzingis in the game,
well,
even without Kristaps in the game, they got people that can drive.
Yep.
They got people that can hit the 3.
Yep.
And then with Tatum and with Brown, you got people that can do multi-layer scoring.
Yep.
Where they can do the floater, they can do the jumper, they can play down low, they can drive, they can dunk. That dunk that Jalen did, nasty.
Hold on. Who was it that tried to dunk on Kristaps?
Gafford.
Yeah, Gafford. My boy. Let me tell you something.
He's 7'3", my boy.
That ain't working. Let you know that. So because really what it boils down to, Boston is the more physical team. Physically.
Yeah.
They got the old man strength in Horford.
Yep.
They got the long, lanky motherfucker with in Kristaps.
Yep.
Jason Tatum ain't no pushover.
Nope.
Jaylen Brown definitely ain't no pushover.
Bulldog.
You got
Derek White.
You got Derek White, who's
Drew Holiday.
Bro. Drew Holiday.
That was the pickup. With Porzingis,
that's what I'm saying. Like as far as like physically, the physicality of a team, I think the Mavs play a little too finesse sometimes.
Because they depend a lot. That's one thing I saw yesterday. They depend a lot on them lobs.
Yeah.
And Kristaps wasn't having that.
Like you got 7-3 down in the paint.
That nigga.
Lob that shit up if you want to. It's mine.
Bro.
like what you gonna do? Like you lob that bit down there if you want to.
The other thing that I think we're also downplaying is Luka's not 100%.
No. But nobody in the NBA finals is at 100% right now.
And Kristaps is definitely, he just came off an injury.
He coming off
Luka's
injury.
But Luka, I think it was in last series, he was saying that he's playing the step slower.
Yeah.
And if you have Luka playing a step slower and Kyrie's not showing up, y'all lost. Like Kyrie has to show up.
It's imperative.
Because he's going to impact, because they talked about his leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie not showing up impacts the other role players.
Yeah. Because genuinely, you want him to get them involved too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you driving and then you getting crashed down on, kick that bitch out. Somebody open.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah.
So
like PJ Washington had a wide open 3. Boink.
That was kind of a shocker to see how bad they got beat.
Yeah.
Like that game was never close, and I don't give a damn if they brought it back to 8 points.
Yeah.
That game was never close.
It honestly would have been a better series with the Nuggets in here.
Oh,
if this don't go down right.
Yeah.
It would have been a better Joker versus Porzingis, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Porter, Caldwell Pope. It would have been a team against a team.
It would have been physicality versus physicality.
For sure.
And
mine versus mine.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, that would have been a crazy one because like the Celtics ain't got nobody has anybody to fuck with Jokic. Let's just be fair. Like I don't give a Embiid does the best.
I kind of feel like Porzingis has a because I didn't really think he was athletic enough to really like to move or whatever, but he was, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was blocking Kyrie's shot, blocking people's shot. You know what I'm saying? With the Joker has no lift.
That shit ain't stopped him not one bit.
I'm just thinking. I think Porzingis would have been a pretty good matchup against him. I mean, Porzingis has played him before. He hasn't stopped him before. But in a 7-game series, if you can figure something out, you know what I mean. But
yeah, no, I get what you're saying though. Yeah. Like the Porzingis would have probably gave him a little bit of issue, but like, what's a little bit of issue to Jokic? He's still gonna get 30.
Yeah. And 15 and 12.
Triple double your ass.
15 and 12.
All right. Where we want to go to next, man? Where are we going next? Before we even get over to the NFL, let's jump into this Diddy Cassie shit real quick, man. Because Diddy is a walking piece of shit. I don't know if anybody can disagree with that, but Diddy is a walking piece of shit. That girl left the video came out, and that girl left the hotel room when that nigga was in the shower because she thought that was the safest time for her to leave.
How did he know? Like she had left.
She make her way to the elevator. This nigga come out of the hotel room in a towel, throws her ass down, kicks her
multiple times,
stomped her while holding towel up. Like you don't know there's cameras out here.
You know the part that makes my stomach turn is when people said, and then I had to I definitely had to, because I had the memory of the videotape in my head when people said that she didn't even fight back. And you can tell that's from experience of being abused by somebody to where you don't fight back because then that's going to cause them to be more angry or whatever like that. So she was like, yo, I'm just going to take this L, whatever like that. And if she don't fight back like that, bro, like that part right there is just like, as a guy, I have to admit that I've been so upset or whatever that I have to leave.
Right.
Because you don't want instances or anything like that to happen. Like for me, God forbid if I ever were to find myself in a certain situation to see a female go like this because she's so scared of your temper and everything, that breaks me, bro. Like that breaks, like, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen that jump. Like I've been like, everybody got family, everybody's seen stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's triggering for me, bro.
Because for Diddy, it's not even just domestic violence, right?
Bro, they coming out the woodwork talking about physically abusing employees, my G.
He has a violence issue. Everything's on the table. Anything that's ever been said about that man is on the table. And the reason is...
You want to know the biggest thing?
What's up?
Something that's been resurfaced. They said Biggs was trying to get out of Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Around that time.
Around the time when he got shot and killed.
And why, when he died, your profile and your celebrity and your clout and your money go up.
Mm-hmm. When you was nothing but you was a manager and a hype man,
and
pretty much.
And Tupac was actually trying to get Biggs over to Interscope, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And you saw the quote from Biggs' moms, right?
Yeah, she said she want to slap the fire out of her.
Yeah. Like,
but I think that's I don't know if that's necessarily over Biggie and how it could be a combination.
Yeah.
I think that comes from watching that video.
Mm-hmm.
Probably also knowing things about him.
Yep.
Never mind. I think it's a combination of everything.
I think it's a combination of everything. And I also think that when she saw that video, everything was on the table for her too. Everything that can possibly that
you best believe she probably heard everything. She knows something as far as mother's intuition, bro. Like what?
Yeah, of course.
But she can't say much because he probably would have had her taken care of.
Right. And because as much as he likes to be physically dominant, he has power.
Power. Because he had all them videos.
Mm-hmm.
And he had cameras in them rooms where all these certain stuff was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm hearing things like with Bieber, Usher, at early ages type junk.
Yeah. That's why.
Bro, you want to hear the craziest rumor?
Shit. What's up?
I think it was Jaguar Wright or something like that.
Yep.
Said she was said that she has proof or something that Bieber did something with OBJ at one of Diddy parties.
Hey man, like
ain't no celebrity safe because all y'all was probably at one of Diddy's parties.
Yeah,
it just depends on what time did you leave, my G.
That's the problem. Because normally, like if you throw an event that's not at your home, right? So you throw it at somewhere else, right? Cool. Normally the host don't be there by the end of the damn thing. He's out. That motherfucker was there to the very end of the vast majority of his events that or parties that he's threw.
None of this surprises me because I knew something. Because you already know how I felt about the industry, and I'll be talking about this for years. But
yeah,
when I seen that Drink Champs episode with Jadakiss and Fabulous,
yeah,
and that man was like, you something about you, whatever, daddy, and was calling Fabulous daddy.
mm-hmm.
And the way he was saying, I was just like, oh, bruh. Like, bruh. And then Fab I was like, Fab, bro, don't tell me that you did something to him because you kind of like trying to shrug it off like, oh, that's just Diddy being like, Diddy just being what? That nigga just called you daddy, bro.
Right. Like at the end of the Diddy been a sick nigga,
bruh,
this whole time. And I'm surprised, like, because okay, if you beating down Cassie, beating this girl up, he dated J-Lo too, right? He's dated a lot of women.
He was before this whole thing. He had the girl Young Miami or whatever.
Yeah, the young ass girl,
super young.
Diddy old as shit,
bro.
How old is Diddy?
50 something.
I'm just gonna Google this because I need to know the exact date real quick. Let me see something real quick, man.
He should be closer. Dang, he about to be 60, bro. No, he probably like 56.
Let me see. Diddy.
Dang.
54 bro. Years old. Young Miami was like 22. We talked about it with
bro. What?
We talked about it with old girl who had who got pregnant by the young NBA player. Can't think of her name right now either. But
I know.
We talked about predatory shit and shit like that.
No, that's predatory.
Both of them predatory.
Both of
them predatory.
But he did the same thing that was predatory when he was dating Cassie.
Yeah.
Cassie was like 18, 19.
Yeah. I mean,
and he was 37.
Yeah.
I think it was like 37.
Something along
like
those
that.
lines. Like, ain't no way in hell you gonna catch my black ass. First of all, I don't want to talk to no damn 19-year-old girl.
Bro, that makes me feel weird, bro. I mean, I know, of course, they're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything like that. But it's like, it's not even that. It's the mentality. Like, y'all can't even, like...
Mentally.
Like,
but then that...
Only thing you do is...
But then that makes you
put
question...
her up on game.
But that makes you question his mentality.
For sure.
Like, how strong of a mental does he have?
For sure. And that's why I'm worried about Drake. Because... Drake can, like, you honestly, bro, like, if you don't grow up, you can be 50 something and still
doing this shit.
And at the 20s with the 20-year-olds or 18-year-old or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's of age, but come on, bro, is she really of age? Like, you're not even.
See, I wasn't here.
Here's the only thing, though, bro. Here's my only thing. The only way that it's still not cool to me, but the only way I truly understand is this: you have like an older man and he still wants to have children.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not married to your girl or whatever, or you're not married to a wife or whatever like that, and you still want to have kids, then I understand.
Then go get you a 30-year-old. They can have kids.
No, for sure.
Go get
for sure. But I'm still not saying I'm cool with like, oh, you 50.
My aunt had a kid at 41. I understand it gets more complicated once you get past that 35-year mark, regardless.
I can't think of the celebrity, bro. There's a celebrity that's pregnant right now at 54.
Yeah. Like, sure, there are potential complications the older a woman gets when it comes to kids.
But you still got to get something.
But I'm going to be real. At 54, I ain't having no more kids. What the fuck? Bro, you gonna be damn near 70 and your kid gonna be 15.
Hey, in the islands.
What the fuck?
Hey, in the islands, man, they be doing that show. What? Bob Marley got like 400.
Yeah. Bob Marley would go around smashing.
He was touring. You feel me?
No, but no, man. Diddy's a sick nigga, man. At the end of the day, man, I can't.
Let me get your because I seen a couple of podcasts talking about this, and a lot of people were saying that Diddy's super protected and he ain't going or whatever. The fact that he hasn't been put in jail or certain things happening or whatever like that. Do you think that Diddy's gonna be in jail?
I don't think, and I know how power runs, and I know how, like, you know, if you got enough stroke, you can do a lot of things, but like certain shit, you can't bypass. Dog. If it gets out, like if none of this shit came out, Diddy would be A-okay, even if people knew about it, right?
Yeah, it's the video though.
Video footage of shit.
It changes everything. You destroyed. Yeah.
And what it does is, for anything else, it kills your credibility.
100%. You lose the benefit of the doubt.
You lose the benefit,
and then all the other rumors are now on the table.
Yeah. So for anything else, you're killing your credibility. And so, do I think he'll eventually land in jail? I think so.
I think it's worse than that, bro. I think homie's already dead.
Who?
Diddy.
No.
Yeah, Diddy's gonna die.
Oh, you think like the hit has already been put out on him?
Yeah, because the people that he has on video is not just celebrities, it's politicians. And people of power. And the same thing happened to Epstein. Mm-hmm. As soon as Epstein went down and whatever like that, then they did something to where, oh, the video went out or whatever like that, and then they put him with an inmate, and now he committed suicide. Mm-hmm. Diddy has too much information and he knows, and he already, I think there was a story or whatever that came out that said, if I go down, then like I ain't the only one going down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest, that was the dumbest thing you could have did.
Dumbest thing that you could have said, bro. That's automatic death. Like,
when you're that powerful, you're around too many powerful people,
and they're gonna want to
who do a lot of illegal shit. And they, once again, they're powerful people. Now, it's always crazy to me to see the powerful person go up against the powerful person, or the powerful person has something done to him by another powerful person, because whoever gets that man off. And I hate talking about this, but it is what it is.
But it's reality though, bro. And it's a part of the reason why a lot of good artists and a lot of good models and a lot of good people, they don't sign these contracts and they don't go to these parties, and we don't hear about them. Like, dang, bro, you can sing, you can do this, you can do that. Well, like when I went, there was like, yo, you got to do X. Look at Terry Crews. Like Terry Crews had to sue somebody for he went to a party and grabbed his jump right in front of his chick. Yeah. Like,
you know, like that right there would have sent me all the way the fuck off. I don't know what happened to that light, but
it's not plugged in.
Shit only has so much energy, there's so much power left. Yep. Okay. But yeah, man, Diddy, man, like all of this should have been very visible to see. Coming to fruition, I should say. And hey man, I hope they throw his ass under the jail, man. Keep it a bean, man.
Keep it a buck.
All right, man. Where we going next, yo?
I want to talk about the Jake Paul thing. Man.
Talking to your microphone so they can hear you.
Oh, they actually couldn't hear me? Because this thing pick up everything.
Yeah, that's good. Right,
everything is probably hearing the neighbor's conversation right now.
Yeah. These are some strong ass microphones.
Bro, these microphones don't play, bro,
at all.
But just in case you're looking for a podcast or a podcast mic, they ain't paying us or nothing like that. But
yeah, so we ain't gonna say it. Okay, just look at the model. Look at the model and find that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But how you feel about Tyson had to postpone the Jake Paul and Tyson fight because of stomach ulcers.
Yeah. Which I mean, that makes sense in regards to why they had to postpone it. Mike, maybe this is a sign, dog. I ain't saying that like, you know, Jake Paul finna go in here and like handle you. I ain't stupid like that. I'm just saying he can land body shots. Jake Paul is not that terrible of a fighter.
Not no more.
That he's not that bad of a fighter. So if now even when, because I think it's in November now, right? AT&T Stadium is where it got postponed to.
November 15th.
November 15th, AT&T Stadium, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, you know, is what it is. Jake Paul, Hey, he kind of got a you got a target now.
The only thing that I give to Tyson, like Tyson can win this fight, is if Jake Paul don't play smart. By play smart, I mean, you know, try to entice Tyson a little bit and try to get Tyson tired, because Tyson's not going to have the stamina. After round 3, that's when you go in. You know, if Paul tries to go blow to blow with I don't care. Tyson at 58 or Tyson, I seen homie hit this body bag, bro.
You know, Mike Tyson, like one of the only 58-year-olds that motherfuckers actually fear.
Bro, what?
Fear. Like, hell no.
And he's still quick.
Yeah. He's still
he got technique though. And this stuff
because he ain't as quick as he used to be.
Bro, and
he ain't gotta be.
That motherfucker quick. I just want to talk about this because I guess I underestimated how I am into boxing and understanding styles. Tyson is one of the masters of the peekaboo method. And the peekaboo method is one where you're playing defense and offense simultaneously.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been watching, like, you know, Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather, where like when they're in defense mode, they're in defense mode and then they counterpunch. Tyson is in offense and defense all in one motion.
Yeah.
So if Jake Paul, bro,
but see, this is why I know the fight. This is why the fight is going to go to distance, and the reason the fight is going to go to distance is because per contract, the longer you fight, the more you get paid. They in the contract that they made it to where, man, we know what the fuck gonna happen. Like now,
Jake Paul hit Tyson for real one time.
I don't know about Mike Tyson's financial situation. I know he got his own weed strain. I know he got, you know, dispensary thing that they
got his own podcast.
Got his own podcast. I know he making money. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just assume that my man's out here in need of money, right? So with that being said, Mike might not give a fuck. Mike might knock this nigga out in round 1, dog.
That's my point. Like, if Jake hit this nigga for real and he just like, oh, we playing like that.
Oh, you want to go hit me in the face for real? Oh, okay.
Pow, nigga.
White way down.
I told you
not to fuck with me.
Let me stop making fun of this nigga voice right now.
Cause Mike Tyson like Jacksonville, and he be going to Miss Eva's Jamaican Kitchen. She got a picture with him on the wall, bro.
This nigga
he closer than you think.
This nigga that been to Jaguar games. This nigga be at AEW events. Like, hey
man, I saw your podcast. Thought I ain't see you.
You be like, hey, you FT the Great, right?
Like,
huh?
How you know me?
Yeah, you thought I ain't see your podcast? I'm coming out here to fuck niggas up.
Well, pow!
We see that scene from Friday. It's my bike, punk.
In matter of fact, Mike, hit me hard as hell, but don't give me brain damage. Cause that lawsuit that's coming after nigga, you better stop playing with me. You damn right I'm suing. Fuck out of here. Hey, how much you just made in that Jake Paul fight?
I want half of that.
Give me that. Just give me that. You know, and this could all be settled.
But I understand why people are saying, you know, this isn't good for Tyson. But y'all underestimating this ain't good for Jake Paul either, bro, because Tyson got a lot of technique and a lot of experience, bro. So if he catches, and another thing that Tyson does is a double the same punch on the same side type move, where he sidesteps, he'll punch you in your rib, which causes you to. It's the same thing that Gervonta Davis does to people. Punch you in your rib, and then it causes you to, and then at the same time when you grimacing, the punch is coming for your face. So,
yep. Like, and when you got quick hands like that,
bro,
that pack power
at
like
58. I seen homie punch, bro. But moving on, I just got to talk about something real quick. Get this off my chest. The whole media coverage on the Jaguars is completely wrong. Even the guy that kind of I guess in his own way tries to defend us. He's the only guy in the media that defends us simultaneously. Nick Wright, they don't have the facts straight. I really need them to. I got to figure out a way for our message to be able to get to them. I'm just going to keep tweeting or not tweeting, Xing.
No, I still say tweet, man.
I think I'm just gonna start Xing the Nick Wright every day, just because they keep getting everything wrong, and he's blaming our losing streak and everything on Trevor Lawrence getting hurt. They keep talking about, we won 8 games and then we went on a 5-game losing streak, and we're not this and we're not that, and y'all are not talking about the issue that's at hand. Me and ST have told y'all what the issue is. The issue is Press Taylor. Simple and plain. And if everybody just stop looking at numbers and looking on the surface, you'll see the issue. All you got to do is look at the Houston Texans game that we played last year. The first time we played the Texans.
Yep.
We scored no points in the first half. Freaking Doug Peterson comes and takes over the play call, and we score 17 points.
Yeah.
And that's why Mike Caldwell, when he left the team, he said, well, y'all fired me, but y'all still left the problem there. There's a reason why Trent Baalke and Doug Peterson was butting heads at the beginning of the offseason, because Trent Baalke wanted to fire this man.
Yeah, because he deserved it.
Yes, rightfully so. So Jaguar season, Jaguar fans, all my home, if we want anything to change, and they're also talking about a drop in in Trevor Lawrence or whatever, or Trevor Lawrence is not meeting the okay. I really want people to keep the same energy and everything, because I'm pretty sure the offensive coordinator and the play calling and the strategy and the schemes play a big part into why CJ Stroud had the season that he had, why Brock Purdy had the season that he had, why Dak Prescott had the season that he had, why why Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, because Andy Reid is the one calling plays. It's not just a quarterback. So let's keep it a buck out here, analysts. It's not just on the quarterback. You got to have strategy with it. And if you look at when Doug Peterson was calling plays the first year versus the second year with Doug Peterson at coach, when Press Taylor's calling plays, you'll see a big discrepancy. So let's not just blame it all on Trevor Lawrence. Yes, Trevor Lawrence just got a big stack into it, but my man's, he was a little bit hurt, but I don't even care about that, because Trevor was balling when he was hurt a couple of games, like when we played the Saints.
Yep.
They had a great play calling scheme against the Saints, getting the ball out of his hands super quick. But it's Press Taylor, my people. I need y'all to get it. I need y'all to get y'all facts straight.
I mean, well said. I don't know how I'm supposed to. Look, the infrastructure of the Jags is a little shaky. Foundation ain't as strong.
Doug Peterson's job is on the line this year.
Dougie P's,
because he's backing his man, bro.
I don't think Doug Peterson's job is on the line. I do think that have another bad offensive scheme throughout the whole year, and you don't have an argument when it comes to firing Press Taylor next year. I don't think Baalke is dumb enough to just go fire Peterson because he has a homeboy, because Peterson is still a good coach. But you won't have a leg to stand on when it comes to firing Press Taylor next year if we go out here and have subpar offense when we got pieces.
You think right now Trevor Lawrence is worth 56 M's a year?
Yeah, based off of the quarterback market. Market is the market. You know what I mean? I don't think a lot of quarterbacks are worth $56 million a year, but the market's the market. And so what you gonna do? Come in with a bad deal if Trev come out here and balls next year or this upcoming season? You can't do that.
No, if he balls out this year, then I understand it and everything like that. But I just don't agree with the current method with the quarterbacks. I mean, I don't agree with the current system with the because I feel it's inconsistent. I feel like it's sometimes they reward the players that need to be rewarded sometimes, rightfully so. But then other times they don't play other players that should be played. They want to make up excuses and they want to pay them whatever amount and everything like that. Like how the Lions did Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I still think he was overpaid a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they didn't pay him more than Burrow's getting paid because he's not Burrow.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? that kind of brings it back to reality a little bit for me. And I kind of think that Trevor Lawrence's deal should be more like a Jared Goff deal. He shouldn't be the next highest paid quarterback. That's just because what the market dictates. Same thing with Tua. Tua should not be getting paid more than Joe Burrow, or I mean, I think Tua's contract should be more in line with Jared Goff.
Okay.
But he should not, just because you're the next quarterback up, you shouldn't get paid the next highest amount if you haven't proven that on a consistent basis.
Amen. Say, man. Kirk Cousins just got a bag. And if Kirk Cousins getting a bag, Trev getting a bag.
But his bag is more guaranteed money and is less, like Kirk Cousins is not even in top 5.
Cool.
But he's getting guaranteed money though. That's his bag is fully guaranteed. Let
me ask you a question. What you want more? The guaranteed or this contract that they can easily cut me and they only have to pay me what they guaranteed?
No, I'm with you. I want us to do our deals like how Kurt got, like, because like last year when Kurt finished his contract with the Vikings, he signed a 3-year $90-something million contract, which means every year he was getting paid like 33-something million. Like Dak was getting paid 40 to 50. You know what I'm saying? But Kirk wound up making more money than him over a certain projected period of time because he's getting that guaranteed bag. I would prefer to pay Trevor Lawrence 3 to 4 years guaranteed bag at a lesser amount because you're not paying him 50-something million or whatever over a certain. I'd rather get your guaranteed bag here, but you're not getting paid 56 million.
The reason, let me explain to you why. Because, like you said, Kurt ended up getting more guaranteed, right? Cool. The reason Kurt gets more guaranteed in this, as opposed to stretching it out,
smaller terms.
Smaller terms. One. Kirk Cousins, what, 36?
Yeah.
If I was a front office organization, now, to be fair, it's kind of backwards. But if I was a front office organization, I'm giving my young guys exactly the deals that they currently get. I don't want to give you as much upfront guaranteed money. I'd rather pay you $56 million this year. And if you don't ball out like you're supposed to, I can cut you. And then I only have to pay you the guaranteed plus that 56. As opposed to, I'm going to give you $140 million up front. And I'm going to pay you $35 million over the course of every single year. That's a lot of money up front. And I can manage how much money I give you year on year, as opposed to here's $56 million a year. But if you ball, now you're worth the money. But if you just okay, and we can't find somebody better than you, so we just have to keep you here. Now we still pay you $56 million. Because like cutting somebody and then going to try to find another quarterback, that's tough. That's big tough. I mean, you look at Minnesota right now. Minnesota did not want JJ McCarthy.
No, they wanted
Penix.
They wanted Penix. Them and the Raiders.
And now you got rid of Kirk. Now you got this guy.
Kirk left.
Sure. They didn't give that man the bag that he wanted. So Kirk's gone. And now you got to try to find somebody to replace at least the Kirk level of play. And I don't think JJ McCarthy's that.
No. Maybe in 2 to 3 years.
Sure.
Potentially.
Sure. Potentially in 2 to 3 years.
But it took Kirk Cousins how long to be able to do that? And then even that level of Kirk Cousins was inconsistent in big games.
Yeah. And not enough to win you a championship. So, hey, man, but back to what we were talking to
Trevor Lawrence. Is Trevor Lawrence worth?
Is Trevor Lawrence worth the money, man? Like
even Tua, bro. It's not just Trevor, but Tua too.
So Tua, see, I understand how people feel about Tua, and I don't tend to agree with how people feel about Tua, and that's okay, right? That's perfectly okay. You can have your opinion on it. I'm gonna have my opinion on it. I just think that one,
I think I said the market is the market.
The market's the market. That's one. 2, they put the pieces around Tua to make him successful.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's actually successful with the set pieces,
Mm-hmm.
which if you go look at just stats, right?
I think he was a passing leader last year.
Man deserves a bag. Sorry. I'm sorry. The man deserves a bag. Look, man, if they put the pieces around you and if they can keep you upright.
Valid point. I would just say that I would definitely have injury
clauses and shit. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like you got to pay a certain percentage of games and
you
know.
Yeah.
But Tua's contract scares me. Because homie's one hit away.
You can't name me a one quarterback in the league that ain't one hit away. You can't name me one quarterback that ain't one hit away.
So let me rephrase my statement.
Okay.
I think he's a half a sack away from being out of the league. Nigga. Can you name me a whole bunch of quarterbacks that are half a sack away? If that boy land wrong, something can happen, bro. I'm talking about landing wrong. I'm talking about you.
That man was concussed 2 weeks prior to being out there for the one that when he got pushed and got the concussion.
No, and that's the reason why you at this point right now.
That the issue is the damn medical staff. It ain't Tua.
But then you also forgetting the hip when he came into the league.
Okay, but has that been a problem for him?
Just saying.
Has it been a problem for him since he's been in the league? No. The answer is no. The hip has not been a problem for him since he's been in the league. It's been concussions, and it is okay because I'm
just saying okay, but you acting like it can't be resurfaced.
Any injury can happen, James.
For sure.
You're sitting here acting like now the man got a paper hip. If he had a paper hip, he would have already. You talking about the man 1 sack away? Half a sack away. Then why in the hell has his hip not been a problem since he's been in the league?
I'm just saying.
No. I want to know.
I'm just saying it can resurface as you get older.
Okay, cool. As he gets older, how old is Tua right now?
I don't know, 25 maybe. 24, 25.
As he gets older, what when he's 34?
I'm just saying
that's 2 contracts from now.
I'm just saying on this. It's not just my point that I was making in the whole thing is not that Tua doesn't deserve to get paid, but it's just that I would have a plethora of injury clauses.
That man talking about a plethora.
A plethora. You have a lot more injury. That mug would have the most injury clauses of
how many injury clauses we put in this contract?
12.
Name them.
Because you had an ankle in Bama, you had a hip in Bama. I think your shoulder, your head. I'm gonna have the medulla oblongata, the brain stem in there, the right cortex, the left cortex, the temple.
This nigga, the temple,
the forehead.
The temple clause is crazy, nigga.
Forehead clause.
The forehead clause. No, the temple clause is absolutely insane. But did
you hear him stuttering? I think I heard him stuttering.
What'd you say that nigga?
I think it's time to activate the stutter clause.
The oblongata clause is like next level diabolical. That's fucking hilarious. Fuck out of here. Just talk about it. I'm gonna have 12 clauses. All right, man. We talking football, man. So we might as well
activate.
Yeah, we in football mode now, man.
So you want to talk about the NFC or NFC North or AFC North this week?
Let's talk NFC North, man.
So that is the Bears. Ooh, that's a topic within itself.
Yeah,
the Bears, the Lions,
the Packers,
and the Vikings.
All right, so what we're gonna do is each week, leading up into the season, we're gonna talk about one division, and we're just gonna kind of break it down and just kind of figure out where we going, what's gonna happen this season.
It's actually a good division.
Who's gonna win? We can now. Granted, we go way too early to be talking about this shit.
We got to do it.
But we
call predictions.
But we're here now. So, a division that contains the Packers, Lions, Bears, and Vikings. interesting division. Because
a lot of storylines.
because you got the Lions. Will they redo what they did last year? Right?
Yeah, darn right.
Is Green Bay turning the corner with Jordan Love?
Hey, that's big facts. Hey, did they do it again? Did they get a third quarterback?
All I'm saying is I've been on this Jordan Love ain't that bad kick for a hot minute.
He showed up at the end of the year because he had me worried at the beginning. That boy could not throw a drag route.
But then
preseason.
But then by the time we got to middle of the season,
he was looking like Dak in the postseason. How Dak looked in the regular season, he was looking like Dak against the Cowboys in the postseason.
Yeah. No. He was
slinging.
He started turning that corner. He started turning that corner, and all of a sudden now you like Packers fans have a lot to be excited about from the quarterback position. The Vikings is the biggest. I don't know what. Actually, the other two teams, the biggest. I don't know what.
Who?
The Bears.
How they? What?
I don't know what they are.
I do.
What are they?
They better than the Vikings.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, they won 7 games last year.
Okay, what does that mean though? They're better than the Vikings.
They're a borderline playoff team.
No, they're not.
I think so.
They're not.
They won 7 games last year.
Okay. There's 17
and
games.
they're bringing back their defense.
There's 17 games.
For sure.
like what's that supposed to mean?
For sure. I mean, there's 17 games.
Cool. So now they're breaking in
now
they're breaking in a rookie quarterback. They got other pieces that came in, like Keenan Allen.
But this
right?
ain't just
wait, hold on,
this ain't just any.
It is. They brought in a rookie quarterback.
Who
what?
Former Heisman.
Okay.
Been compared to?
Comparisons don't mean shit.
But there's a reason why you're being compared.
But comparisons don't mean shit.
You can't just throw around certain people's names. Like, ain't like they said.
Who they comparing them to?
Patty. For reasons. Because the boy can throw accurately from a whole bunch of different angles.
Okay.
And he's mobile.
Okay. What he did in the league? Nothing so far. Exactly. So I don't know what he's going to be in the league. You know who also won a Heisman?
You have a.
You know who also won a Heisman?
Who?
Johnny Manziel. I simply stated.
Boy,
you know who also won a Heisman?
Boy, you reaching.
That ain't no reach. Did Johnny Manziel win a Heisman?
Is he anything compared to?
I asked one question. I'll get to your question. Answer my question.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Is he anything compared to?
Is you not reaching?
No, I'm not reaching.
They're not. Is there any type of comparison between Johnny Manziel and Caleb?
They won a Heisman. That's the comparison. There we go.
It's a
factual comparison too.
I'm talking about play on the field.
Do you not?
Manziel was not that accurate.
Manziel was. What are you talking about?
Manziel was not that accurate, bro. That was his knock coming into the league. And that showed up in the NFL. That's his strength coming into the league, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't teach. That's something that, I guess over time with certain techniques and stuff like that, your accuracy could increase. But coming into the league, having a certain level of accuracy and then being able to throw from different points and mobility and Manziel's mad short.
I know.
I don't see the comparison. I see the comparison with the Heisman.
I'm not comparing them as players. I only compared that they Heisman. Both won Heismans because one of your points was Heisman.
I'm just saying you win the Heisman for a reason. But
so did Manziel.
Yeah, whatever. Manziel. Right.
With that being said,
Manziel,
we don't know what the Bears are. They got. They got new running back. They got new receivers.
Stud.
They got
studs.
Who's the studs?
DJ Moore.
Stud. Okay, that's a stud.
Keenan Allen.
We don't know what he is right now.
What? Stop bugging right now. Cut it out.
Google his age.
I don't care about his age. I want to Google
You
his
should
stats.
you should absolutely care about age at the
I wanna-
receiver
I
position.
wanna
Are you?
Google his
What
stats.
are you talking about right now?
I
Shane?
want to Google his stats. That's what.
Google his age.
Okay, let's Google his age, and then I'm gonna show you his stats.
I
my
know
G.
what the stats are.
No, you don't. Not
I
32.
1000%. I
He's 32.
1000% know what his stats
So
are.
what? So how many receivers? I mean, how many receptions did he have last year?
Last year he was hurt a little bit. Last year,
How many you think he had?
92.
108.
Okay, so I ain't that far off.
How many yards do you think he had?
108 receptions. You said.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Maybe 14.
No, he had 1,200.
Okay.
1,243.
Okay.
How many touchdowns you think he had?
8.
He had 7.
Okay.
With DJ Moore.
Mm-hmm.
With the rookie stud. I don't know his name from Washington.
Oh,
he gonna be in
Rome.
Yeah, wrong. That's their number 3.
He ain't their number 3. He's their number 2.
Word?
Yes.
So who's the number 3?
Keenan Allen.
In certain, I will give you that in certain schemes, but just on the depth chart, I don't know about that.
Thing about receivers, not everybody TO, right?
But Keenan is the perfect person to put in the slot because of
not
the age,
not everybody
because of route running.
Of course.
But DJ Moore could be put there, so can old boy.
Now we got to get chemistry built between Caleb and Keenan.
And they got DeAndre Swift, not just any running back.
It looks good on paper.
It does look good on paper.
We've seen millions of times where shit looks good on paper.
And it got Cole Kmet.
We see shit millions of times look good on paper, and it turned out to not be that great.
We got to look at strategy. You're right. Okay. I feel you on that. But on paper, they look mighty good.
And we got to deal with a quarterback that also has to catch up to the speed of the NFL.
For sure.
Like I said, we don't know what they are. On paper, they look fantastic. But I don't know what they are.
Something.
But
on paper, they look good. That's what we know.
Man, shit. A lot of things look good on paper right now. I don't know shit about them.
But we know something.
Like, okay,
that's a whole lot better than looking like the Vikings right now.
Fair, that's fair. No, the Vikings is
a hot mess.
Hot ass mess. Who's they running back right now? Did they get Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones went to. Dang. How do I not know? Because I think they do got Aaron Jones.
Because Madison is not there no more.
No, I think they do got Aaron Jones. Viking running back. Yep, they got Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Aaron Jones.
Myles Gaskin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got Aaron.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's good. That's good. It's not great, but it's good. It's good.
It's good for their system.
Yes. The Vikings, I have no idea what the fuck they doing.
No. None.
Like, we know you got Justin Jefferson. We know you got Jordan Addison. You know you got KJ Osborne. But that's the thing, because they got pieces. Because you still got Hawkinson.
You got Jettis. You got Hawkinson. You got your receivers, and you still got your boy.
Yeah,
from Miami.
KJ Osborne. Yeah.
They got receivers on deck. I mean, the running back. I think they need a thumper. They need that thunder to the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they got the offense. It's the defense.
The defense.
That's been the Achilles heel for the past 3 seasons.
No, they got everything on the offense, but the quarterback.
Yeah, because right now they got Sam Darnold.
Who? Sam Darnold.
Barnolds.
Sam Darnold, who's somehow still in the league.
Hey, keep his mouth shut. He go to work, bro. He got a little bit better.
I mean, years in the league to do that to you. You know, I used to be a Sam Darnold backer when people was all shitting on him, and I was like, man, honestly,
it was me.
honestly, like
I was a man.
He played for the Jets at that point in time.
But you still shouldn't have looked that bad.
You shouldn't have been seeing ghosts.
The moment I was like, bro, there's
God.
certain things you can't say, bro.
like
in front of your team.
That's the problem, right? It's one thing to think it. Like even if you did see him, just keep it in your brain. Don't verbalize it.
Because my point is, it's like the Bears line was trash at one point too, but we seen flashes with Justin Fields where a couple of games or certain things, certain throws to where we're like, oh, Cuz can be straight.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. There was none of that,
Bro.
There was none of that with the past two.
It was. I can only think. I can't even really maybe one or two highlights.
With the past two quarterbacks.
I got more
for the
thoughts of
Jets.
Zach Wilson doing some stuff than I do with Sam, and that's horrible.
And that's horrible because like Zach Wilson highlights is 22 seconds long.
Is it even that? 22 seconds.
22 seconds long. That's all I'm giving.
I'm thinking about a good 15.
No, he ran one.
Oh yeah, he did.
And that's gonna take up at least 8 seconds.
I think it was that one. He was rolling to the left,
Mhm.
and he threw that mug to Corey Davis.
Yeah. But that's about it. That might be the long one, actually. You know, now we talk about it. Speaking of the Jets, though, your boy Aaron Rodgers.
What he said.
That man over talking crazy, talking about the Jets can win the Super Bowl. No, they can't. That's one. But two, he talking about he can win the MVP. That he can do. I do believe he can win the MVP, especially because what they're gonna do, they're gonna look at not only what he does on the field, but they're also gonna be like, oh, he had to come back, right? So the potential for MVP for him isn't is out of this world of a prediction as them winning the fucking Super Bowl. Y'all ain't winning shit. Y'all ain't winning your division. I'm sorry, Ryan and Peach, but
honestly, in my opinion, the Super Bowl prediction thing is not too far fetched for me. Only if they're because in a lot of key places that they were missing last year, that they was filling those holes, they filled them with veterans.
They in
and
the
those
AFC?
veterans with injury history.
They in the AFC?
Yeah.
You know who also in the AFC?
Who? Yeah, and they scary.
Like
they real scary.
Patty Mahomes.
But hear me out though. The Jets were in a lot of games last year with Zach, bro.
Yeah, they were.
So if you give me that same defense, and they got better on defense, in my opinion.
I agree.
They got better on defense.
Mm-hmm.
You got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, who's going to be able to keep the ship steady.
Who got Garrett Wilson?
And who got Garrett Wilson? They got Mike Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They got they still got Conklin.
Mm-hmm.
They got Breece Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So if they and Aaron Rodgers, no, he ain't scared to run the ball. He ain't scared to check that thing, or he ain't scared to call a different play. And you know, he's kind of to me on that Peyton level sometimes, where you know he's pretty smart. He's gonna read the defense. He's gonna check out of that play.
Aaron's
so if they can ride the back of Breece a little bit and have a balanced offense, I really think that because I can see them beating the Bills. The Bills is not that. The only team that you got to worry about really is the Dolphins.
Yeah,
because the Patriots is.
Yo, I don't even. We're gonna talk about once we get
the
to
Bills. We're
gonna talk about the Patriots once we get to actually talking about this division.
Yeah.
But boy, Gerard Mayo, boy, they set your ass up. Man.
Oh, for sure, they set him up like old boy from the when the Texans left, when Bill O'Brien left, and they bought in the two brothers in there to get slaughtered.
Mm-hmm. They set your ass up.
They set him off so clean, bro.
Well, because even if Mac
out of there,
even if Mac Jones is as good as I think he can be, he ain't gonna be that year one.
Drake May, you mean?
That's what I meant. Who else said it?
Mac Jones.
Yeah. Even if Drake May is as good as I think he is, he ain't gonna be that year one.
And I don't think he that good.
And you ain't watching enough football. I understand that.
Dang, bro.
That's my bad. That was harsh. You ain't watching enough Drake.
I didn't watch enough Drake May.
There it is. You ain't watching enough Drake May. You watch enough football. Just not Drake.
Enough Drake.
No. The boy's nice.
Okay. Let him be the CJ Stroud of
he ain't that
UNC quarterbacks. Because every UNC quarterback that don't came out, actually Sam Howell wasn't too bad. He's a good backup.
Sam Howell is very good. He's a very good backup.
I like him better than Minshew.
Yeah, he's a very good backup.
Because
Sam Howell coming out of college, even though he got drafted where he got drafted, He ain't Drake May at all. Nowhere near close in regards to being an actual pro prospect.
That's a very disrespectful comment. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
You'll talk about Caitlin Clark looking like that, but you ain't gonna say this disrespectful.
So you're gonna keep it a bean and tell me she don't look manly?
That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying that you will say that, but you ain't gonna say this disrespectful comment.
X took it a step further. They said she's like Aaron Rodgers.
Say your disrespectful comment, man.
I don't think Drake May is Drake May, my G.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I mean, that's fair.
Who is Drake May?
It won't be the first or last time that you're wrong. You know what I mean? So
We're gonna see that I'm right, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring up the other times." I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
Okay, live beyond this. Shit, man.
OBJ-esque. Let's talk about him. Number one receiver in the league now.
Who's that? Justin Jefferson?
Mm-hmm.
Who didn't think Justin Jefferson was going to be good? There was not a soul on earth that didn't think Justin Jefferson was going to come into the league and be good.
But I went out on a limb and said he was the best
That's
receiver.
not going out on a limb.
That is going on a limb.
It's not going out on a limb.
Because everybody had Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb above the homie. And I said, y'all are wrong.
CeeDee Lamb said, I would like to have a conversation.
Because you have one good year. Jay Jett has been doing this since he stepped on.
Okay, cool. Jay Jettis came in, dominated. That's cool.
Who has the most yards?
I said.
Who has the most? Actually, I think CeeDee Lamb got the most receptions.
I said he would like to have a conversation. I ain't never said I never said you was wrong. I just said CeeDee Lamb.
There ain't no combo.
There's a conversation to be had.
No combo.
Let's see how next season goes.
What a jerk move.
Let's see how that goes for him. Okay. Hey, because guess what?
It may not go as planned because you ain't on the field right now, and you know how that goes.
The careers ain't over.
Historically,
the careers ain't over.
Usually, people that hold out, you don't do too hot when you come into camp unless you a certain elk and pedigree. And CeeDee Lamb got the drop skis sometimes, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, man. You got any shout outs before we get up out of here today, man?
I ain't got no. Yeah, I do.
Not a damn thing.
Man, shout outs to all the homies across the world.
Facts.
Shout outs to all the people still rocking with us. Shout outs to NARAB. Shout outs to a new thing. You know, your boy's going to be facilitator for a new youth program, educating the youth on real estate with a nonprofit organization called Youth Exposure. It's going to start June 20th. You know what I mean? So it's going to be the second cohort of this year. So shout out to Youth Exposure. Shout out to YRD. You know, hey, it's all about the next generation. You know what I mean? Let's keep God first. And I hope everybody has a blessed weekend.
Amen. Say, man, you know who it is, man.
Amen. Shout out to the homie Ryan.
Oh yeah, shout out to
that boy. Got the BGs right now. You ain't here to defend yourself, nigga.
Oh man, next week is gonna be good. Yo,
I'm a stone cold stun you at. That's what I'm gonna rock bottom you when I see you.
It's over for you, boy. It's over for you, boy.
No, I'm coming to sneeze on you in the morning.
Hey man, shout out to shout out to Tech Systems, man. That my soon to be previous employer. They held it down for you, boy. Like they gotta keep it a bean. Like, man, your boy was out here struggling for 5 months trying to find something. They came through. And granted, we're to the point that no, that pay ain't nowhere near what I needed it to be. But it was something. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Wifey.
Holding it down.
You know, for holding
Queen B, huh?
You know what I mean? What else I got, man? Shout out to the homies that's rocking with us. Hey man, if y'all are listening to this, watching this, man, you know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, comment all your shit down in the YouTube, so we can have conversations with y'all, man. Because like at the end of the day, we sit here and talk to each other, man. We talking to y'all too. So make sure y'all comment, all that good stuff. Also, if you know somebody who will like the content that we provide, hey man, put them on. And we ain't asking for the world, you know what I mean? Just say, hey man, you heard Homie Studios? Bing bong. Hey, let me just show it to you real quick. Let me just pull up your YouTube. Tell them do that. Or if they don't feel like doing the YouTube, tell them go to Spotify, Apple Podcast,
in the middle
or any other podcast platform there is out there, because we own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
And help us continue to try to grow. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, we like what we do. You know what I mean? But we want to reach as many people as we can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bay came right here. I can hear the fucking song. That damn new Drake and Sexy Red song. Oh my god, it's so bad. But
I only listened to it once.
It's bad.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah.
What's up with him and Cole coming out with these weak behind songs?
Man.
Hey, Cole lost his juice once he did that apology. That's what it is. You can't say you the best no more.
Nah, Cole got on somebody track that he didn't give a fuck about giving them a verse for.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have put that out.
He didn't put it out. They put it out.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did it.
I don't really care about it, man. If he got one bad verse, I don't give a shit. He's about to drop the fall off, and that shit's gonna be fire. It ain't no hope, dog. Why we acting like we
Because my thing is, bro, I just don't want him going on there talking about nobody can see me in the verse and all that junk on this follow. I don't want to hear that.
The thing is nobody can see him on the verse. Like, we ain't talking about if he gets on a song with somebody, on a track with somebody, because that's what he's been talking about. Is if I'm on the track, I got the best verse. I don't know what songs other people are talking about, but if you go listen to his music, he's pretty much saying, matter of fact,
by you saying that, that's saying you the best. Never mind. That's a whole nother. Let's say that for another day. Bro.
You're the best rapper. Why? Because he decided. We know why he apologized. We know why he backed out of that. We can't have information and then omit it. Like, that ain't how that worked, dog. You know why? You know who called him, right? No, don't do that face. You know who called him. You know who said, "Hey, man."
No, Schoolboy showed up to the show. I know what happened.
You know this boy K-Dot actually has the issue with Drake. You know where they taking it. This ain't finna be friendly competition. So you might want to bow out. Was that said or no?
All I'm saying is,
was it said or no?
SD.
Was it said or no?
SD.
I'm just asking a simple question. It's a yes or no. Because if it was said, which it was,
my answer is NA. Not applicable.
No, it's very applicable.
Because all you had to do is just not say nothing. If you're gonna buy out, just bow out. Don't apologize. Just don't put out no other music. Don't say nothing. Because when you say what you say,
you can't not. He is not in a position to where he couldn't put out more music without saying something.
Just don't address it. And then later on,
you can't address it. You can't address it and then not address it.
People have his mystique and his ilk can do whatever the freak they want.
No, they cannot.
Yes, you can.
Listen, if you already took a jab, yeah. we talked about the first initial jab when he dropped 7-minute drill, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that jab, and then you say nothing else without even saying, "Hey, this is why I did it."
Nope. Nothing else.
Yes, no.
Everybody would understand by now, just like they understand the apology now.
Nope.
Everybody understand. Everybody's like, J. Cole, I'm sorry. They're trying to come back and say I'm sorry and all this other stuff. I understand now. You know what I'm saying? I still stand by what I said. I still stand by it. I understand why you apologize. I just don't think you should have did it. You shouldn't have did it.
He had to say something. That is idiotic. It doesn't make any fucking sense for him to say nothing. Because guess what? You say nothing. They start battling. If he didn't say anything, K Dot is definitely dropping more bars for him in some of these songs, right?
No, because what I'm saying is Schoolboy came to him and told him to bow out. And all he had to do was tell Schoolboy, all right, and then him and K-Dot had a conversation. So hey, tell Schoolboy, hey, all right, I'm out. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Have that conversation with K-Dot. Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing else, bro. Hey, my bad. Say that I'm sorry to him.
So hold on, let me get this right. So and he did.
No, for sure.
But
for sure.
But what does people say about K-Dot if he doesn't if nothing is said? What do people say about K-Dot when 7-minute drill come out and then he never addresses that? What did they say about K-Dot? Don't worry, I'll wait. He's ducking Cole, is what they say. So then K-Dot would have to eventually put something on record. And then guess what? Now, if he doesn't say anything, but he's willing to take one on the chin, so when K-Dot comes back, then he's never going to say anything again? That doesn't... Are we using our brains? That don't make sense.
No, because now, like, if you were like, so you let Drake and you let Drake and Kendrick and you let them do their thing, so in the future, if you ever do decide to, hey, yo, like, are we gonna, whether they're gonna do a collab together and try to slay each other on the track, like try to battle each other out on the track, or whether or not they're gonna make a song or whatever like that. Like if J. Cole goes to make a song ever against Kendrick, or say that I'm the best rapper or whatever, like he's gonna get clowned now, bro. Like, I'm not saying that he should care whether or not people clown him or not, but you lose a lot of, like, everything. It's like everything that you've been saying for the past 2 to 3 years, it loses steam because of the apology.
No, it doesn't.
To me, it does.
It literally can't.
Because I understand completely why you buy it out. I understand because it was about to
How could it when every time this nigga hopped on a fucking feature, everybody was like, yo, this nigga is rapping at a whole nother level. People said that, yay or nay?
No, they said that.
They said that. So if they're saying that on just normal songs, not beef songs, not rap diss songs, normal rap songs where you just gotta bar it up. Nothing changed. Nothing changed even when he put out 7-minute drill. People said it was jabs, but he was still rapping his ass off on the actual project. Might delete later. He was rapping his ass off.
Now that he's and I personally don't think this, but now that he said the apology, people now talk about J. Cole like the Ebros of the world, like the Malls of the world, the Joe Budden.
Yeah. Well, we don't give a fuck about what Maul can say around here.
I know Joe Buddens of the world. They're saying now when they talk about Cole that that's not his bag, or that's not his lane, that's not his bag. He's not going to go to this level. He's not going to battle somebody. That's their thought in their mind now because of what he said. So me as liking Cole, I know that's not to be true. But anytime you're going to say, oh, I'm the best, or you put gun bars in this, or they're going to say that's not you. That's what they're saying now. That's not you. And that's not true.
They're wrong.
And that's what I'm saying. That's not.
And they're wrong. And that's the point that I'm arguing right now. You're fucking wrong. And people who say that dumbass shit is fucking wrong.
You gave him the ammunition to say it.
He gave him no ammunition to say that.
Yeah, you did. You shouldn't apologize. Should have just
been quiet. He could have said no.
Should have just been quiet.
No, he could. I've already explained why. Why being quiet is not the fucking.
I just think you should have been quiet.
Realistic situation there.
I know. I just think you should have been quiet. I'm just saying. I just think there was a different way to do it. The words hurt the legacy.
Revisionist history as niggas that like
revisionist history.
Because
I said it the whole time.
Because Monday morning quarterback ass niggas is what this is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. If you say wait.
It's in the moment. I said it's in the moment.
No, you said it. You said it days after. Days after it happened. That's when you said it. You didn't say it.
Well, you
When-
weren't. I can't be with you every second of the day to let you know how I felt during the time. What I told you then is what I said when I
niggas
saw
can sit
it.
here and say, "Oh, he has a different way he could have went about it." That's the same niggas that didn't have to be in the scenario to begin with. Yay or nay? Because at the end of the day, nobody was in his position. If he says nothing about it,
Mhm.
Kendrick loses the battle.
Hmm.
The reason if he says nothing, Kendrick loses the battle because let's say he had the conversation with Kendrick in private. All right, man, I ain't gonna say nothing else. If Kendrick don't say anything back to him, then he's losing the battle with Drake. Because now you had two people coming at your head, right? You had two people coming at your head, you only responded to one. If he doesn't say anything, then Kendrick's looking like you ducking one of the other niggas. And if he then doesn't, because then if he doesn't say anything there and he's ducking other niggas, now J. Cole looks like strong man, right?
No, you're not. But I think you're mixing up what I'm saying.
I'm not.
Everything,
I'm stating what I'm saying. I understand what I 100% understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is, if he doesn't say anything, and then Kendrick never says anything back to him after he dropped 7-minute drill, then what's going to end up happening is people are going to look at Kendrick like, why haven't you? Cool, you went at Drake. Why haven't you said anything to Cole? And then what's going to end up turning is going to be like, well, Drake went at 20 other niggas.
No, but that's not what I'm saying though. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what happened to make it go down that path, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Kendrick shouldn't have said anything. I'm saying J. Cole shouldn't have said anything. Say it to Kendrick. Say it to that Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q came to Dreamville Festival and said what he said to him. You let Schoolboy, hey, set that up with Kendrick, whatever. I got his number, whatever.
Cool.
You say what you say to Kendrick. K-Dot's gonna be, hey, bro, but I'm gonna have to address it though. Okay, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm gonna take it on the chin. You say that to Kendrick.
Cool.
You don't,
okay.
and then K-Dot and K-Dot is gonna say what he says on his track and everything.
Okay.
And then you go about your business.
Okay, cool. So now, wait, hold on. Because based off what you said, based off what you just said, what you're saying is sure. He would take it on the chin. He said that in private. He said that to Kendrick in private. Cool. Sure. So now, what's the J. Cole look like when he doesn't rebuttal? What does J. Cole look like when he doesn't rebuttal after he already let Kendrick rebuttal already in the streets, but nobody's heard anything from Cole? What does that make J. Cole look like at that point? If K-Dot responds to 7-minute drill and he responds in a very K-Dot like way, but I'm just Cole doesn't say anything and doesn't rebuttal.
No, we're making a new history though, because K-Dot, whether he apologized and K-Dot still had to address him, or whether you don't say nothing, he said it behind the scene. K-Dot never made a song specifically for Cole.
You just said that. Okay, I'm gonna take it on the chin, but you know I'm gonna have to address it. You just said he gonna have to. So if he has to address it,
how did K-Dot address it though? What song did K-Dot he addressed it in like that, right?
No.
When did K-Dot address J. Cole?
Oh, and like that, yeah, and like that
for sure. That's what I'm saying. He would address it in like that, and then it just becomes Drake. Then it just becomes Drake or whatever. But like you said,
7-minute drill came out after like that.
Okay,
so that's why I'm saying like this timeline that you're coming up with. I understand what you're saying. It just won't end up playing. It's going to end up playing out bad for Cole one way or another. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. I've heard of multiple beefs, and because of me looking at, just looking at interviews and things like that, where a lot of artists have handled things behind the scenes, and nobody really knew what, like what really happened or whatever like that. That's how it was taken care of back in the G. So what I'm saying is, and both artists are still up today, because there's a lot of artists that beef that are cool now that was beefing back then that are legends. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, if you got two legends and that's really your man's, and you made a slot, because what I'm saying is, if 7-minute drill came after like that and Cole apologized and he still say I'll take it on the chin, and K-Dot still didn't come for Cole, he came for Drake, whether you apologize or whether you did it behind the scenes, Kendrick still didn't come after Cole. So when you're saying like Kendrick was going to, come after Cole and is going to make Cole, he never did. Whether you said
why didn't he? Why didn't he?
Because they had a conversation.
Okay. And because Schoolboy Q told him to bow out.
For sure.
So then he did the parts where he was bowing out of this non-friendly rap battle, right?
Right.
If he doesn't do that in public, Kendrick then has to respond to 7 minute drill. If he doesn't do what he did in public, Kendrick still has to respond to 7 minute drill.
That's the part where I disagree because of the elk of artist that they is and the elk of rapper that they is. That's the part where I disagree. They're not one of those rappers. They're not one of them rappers where they have to appeal to the court of public opinion in that way. But if you apologize after you spent the past 3-4 years, if you apologize to any rapper for anything that you said after the past 3-4 years, you've been saying you're the best alive. Now everybody sees that there's an opportunity for y'all to go head to head. Nobody saw that it was about to go this way. You know what I mean? But if you've been saying the best 3 to 4 years, you're the best, and that is an opportunity for the best and the best to go head to head, and you apologize to the man.
See, I already see where we disagree. Where we disagree is that you think that if he doesn't apologize in public, that Kendrick was not going to respond to 7 minute drill. And there's no way in hell Kendrick was not responding to 7 minute drill. There's no way in hell in that man's competitive.
I'm saying because he wouldn't have responded because they had a man-to-man conversation on the phone. Now, if on that conversation, Kendrick was like, well, bro, you came at me publicly, so I'm gonna need you to.
We're not putting two and two together. We're not putting two and two together, and that's the part that I think where we disagree in that.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick doesn't apologize in public, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can have a conversation all they want to on the phone.
Maybe J. Cole don't apologize in public.
Yeah. Sorry, Cole doesn't apologize in public. They have a conversation behind the scenes. 7 minute drill still dropped. He goes on to do this Drake beef, right? People are going to be like, why didn't Kendrick respond to Cole? That is not some made up thing in my mind. But that is what's going to happen.
But he did kind of come after Cole again on one of the songs later on that came out because he was talking about how they ganged up on him again, and he said something. He alluded to it again because I remember watching T go crazy. He was like, "Bro, Kendrick, you have to do my man's like."
Yeah, exactly.
So he did come after Cole again. Like there's ways that Kendrick could have, did it.
That's after the apology, and granted, he did have one little liner for Cole, but it was a one little liner
for sure.
If Cole doesn't go out there and fucking apologize, it's a song, not a liner. It's a song. And that one little liner, people don't even think about that line because he was killing Drake at the moment.
For sure.
For the majority of the song.
For sure. But I'm saying for what I'm
like that's what. But
I don't think Kendrick's making a whole song, bro. I mean, I think he's gonna give him a one liner, maybe a couple of jabs here and there. You know what I'm saying? And then people gonna ask Cole, why you not responding? I don't feel like responding. I'm not going to respond. That's not where I want to be in right now. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Now you're back in the same scenario you're in now. Because if he responded and then Cole didn't say anything, it didn't say anything. They were like, "Yo, why ain't you responding?" And he said, "I don't want to respond right now." Guess what they're gonna say? "Hey, then you ain't the best rapper alive." It's the same scenario.
But
it's literally the same scenario, and people would. Yes, it would. Yes, it is because
it's different than apologizing, bro.
People, if you say I don't want to do it, what that sound like to you?
I mean, I think everybody would understand. Because they know that they homies and that they see how dark this went and what kind of conversations that they was having. They would automatically allude to what Cole is doing right now. Like they already know Cole and Kendrick got a relationship and stuff like that. So if homie don't want to go down that dark of a path or whatever, Then he don't got the only thing I'm gonna give Cole, the main thing I'm gonna give Cole is, and the main reason why I kind of think that this whole thing was playing out because he's a genius. The name of the EP was Might Delete Later.
Mhm.
And he deleted it later. So that part makes me think that these boys drew this thing up in the back. You know what I'm saying? But the whole Not Like Us thing and how he flipped that junk on Drake makes me think that this wasn't playing. You know what I mean?
I don't think
but the
any of
Might
this-
Delete Later part, that's genius. Like,
I don't think that had anything to do with anything. I understand how you got to where you're coming from.
what, that Might Delete Later?
Yeah, I understand how you.
Bro,
how
it's
you,
called Might
I
Delete
understand.
Later.
I understand how you got to.
And you know I am with conspiracy.
Yeah, I understand. I understand how the do got there. I understand that. But Might Delete Later has been something that's been said for eons. I won't say eons. And Might Delete Later has been saying something that's been said for over the past 10 years.
Bro, but it's just genius, bro. Like, that's
And
like
reason,
too much of a.
And the reason that it was titled Might Delete Later, sure, you can go down the rabbit hole to get to where you landed.
And that boy was rap, bro.
But it was more
boy
was more because I don't think he wanted that to be the album of the year for him. I think he wanted it to be like a warm up.
Bro. Cole was on a meteoric rise, like, bro, like the anticipation for the fall off, bro, and then the songs that he was coming out with, bro. Kendrick, it was uncomparable. Like, Kendrick couldn't even compare until his battle with Drake. Now K-Dot's on the same level where Cole was.
Wait.
Like, Cole was on a different level, like, with the anticipation and every Cole verse that dropped, and like,
what do you mean he wasn't on? He couldn't compare.
What? Kendrick?
Yeah.
Because of,
you're talking about like just
no, I'm talking about with recent music.
Okay.
Current status. That's why Cole said that line. Oh, you see, I've been hot. Now you want to come for me. That what he said in 7-Minute Drill. Because Cole was,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, with current music, not with the discography that you had.
I mean, but to be fair, like Kendrick had just dropped the project the year before. Like, literally the year before.
But that project still didn't compare to, like, Cole was getting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, better and better and better and better. And like,
that's the part we disagree on. I think that project,
the project is slept on.
Showed a lot of growth in what Kendrick can do on a project.
But that's between me and you. And that's between me and you. And I'm with you on that. But I'm talking about as far as.
But that's all I care about.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? I don't like
I'm comparing, but on certain things, you like Not Like Us. We know, like, Not Like Us is a dope track, regardless of what anybody says.
Yeah.
But it captured the whole world. That's what I'm talking about. Cole, we know Cole was cooking, regardless of what everybody else said.
Yeah.
But it's to the point to where Cole was cooking to where everybody sees that, and there ain't nothing that nobody can say. Like, everybody was saying it. That I'm just saying there's a little bit because
that's
why For Your Eyes Only, I think that's a brilliant album.
It's a brilliant album. Yeah.
But people count that against him.
And once again, that's why I say I only care about because sure, people have all these differing opinions on music, right? It's subjective.
For sure.
At the end of the day, music is very subjective. How I view it is the only thing I could really concern myself with. Like, how other people think about the project or the music or the verses or whatever the case may be. I mean, cool if everybody else is on the same wave as that I'm on in regards to how I feel about the project. But at the end of the day, like, was this project dope to me? Was this song dope to me?
For sure.
Is this artist dope to me?
For sure.
Once Cole drops his actual music, not that bullshit that he dropped, because that was weak. I'm never going to sit here and try to defend that. But once he drops his music, and that shit's fire, I'm going to have to sit around and listen to people try to tell me the shit's not fire because he apologized. And that's not accurate. And that's not accurate. It's not realistic. It's bullshit. It's a bullshit limb to try to hang your hat on. At the end of the day, Cole still is that nigga. I say what I mean, and what I mean is that nigga is that nigga. Apology or no. When he starts putting words together, when he puts bar after bar, there is not many on earth, and when I say many, I'm talking about on this hand, that can fuck with him. No matter what, because the man said, man, that shit I did was lame. That's gonna stop the nigga from not being able to put pen to paper and put words that make fucking sense and be fucking crazy? No, none of that changes anything. Y'all look at this shit and some people look at this shit in such weird ways. Is he the greatest rapper of all time? He's never been that to begin with. Is he the greatest rapper of this generation? Yeah, because he puts out he puts out quality music. He doesn't sit here and try to ride everybody's wave. Hell, people killed him for so long because he was making his own production.
He got back to that, by the way.
As he should. Because he was putting on his own beats that match what he does very well. He can get on other people's beats and kill them.
I mean, that was part of his ascension because he grew from that, and then from that he focused on his pen.
Yeah.
So that got his pen to a different level. So now he's able to come back and make the beats
with a sharper
catch up with the pen.
Yep.
And with a sharper pen. And once that happens, that takes him to a different level.
And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
My whole point, what matters. But my whole point, bump what everybody else saying. My whole point is, I just don't want to hear the whole. I just don't need to hear. I just don't want to hear I'm the greatest. Yeah, I don't want to hear the greatest stuff no more.
Why?
Because you had a chance to.
No, he didn't.
You had a chance to take it.
We know he didn't.
Yeah, you did.
We know he didn't. We can't. Once again, we're omitting the information that we know. You know why he didn't. So no, he didn't.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been.
We done went 20 fucking extra minutes on this shit because this nigga want to sit here and piss me off.
And we still back to the same point. You know me.
At the end of the day,
I ain't coming off. We gonna have this. Gonna be another LeBron versus Jordan combo. It's coming.
Hey,
Cole, fall off review coming when it drops. You gotta do that.
Hey Cole, just so you know, dog. That apology didn't mean shit to me.
It mean a lot to me.
Say all that I'm the greatest shit you want.
It meant a lot to me.
Because if you put them words together correctly, it wasn't like you actually duck smoke. You didn't duck smoke. You put a track out there for the jab that was the same setup that this nigga Kendrick did.
But the apology because of the diss track, the apology because I heard the words that he was using, especially in one of the parts. I was like, I don't really know if you really feeling what you're saying. But I was thankful that he put it out there because I guess that's probably what it is. It's more of a disappointment. I really didn't want to see Drake versus Kendrick. I wanted to see Cole versus Kendrick. And
I'm disappointed in that too.
In an epic battle. That's what I think.
I hate the fact.
I'm feeling. I think what I'm feeling is disappointment. That's why I don't want to hear him say I'm the greatest because I think we had an opportunity and Drake robbed it from us.
It makes me even more madder at Drake. Like you robbed us of the shit, and Mr. Strategic Man Drake, you wasn't even strategical enough to fucking handle Kendrick. So
he tried.
You could have kept your dumb ass over there in the corner crying ever since this man dropped the control verse. You could have kept your little crying ass in the corner and let these two niggas that we know pen on paper can fucking eviscerate.
It was about to.
You fucking ruined it for us. You piece of shit. Fuck you, kid. Fuck you, Drake.
It was about to be different, bro. That's what I think. I'm disappointed.
All right, man. Let's get the hell up out of here, dog. I gotta go home.
I gotta go do something.
Yeah, man. All right, man. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're sorry for the extra 23 minutes of dialogue we just hit you with, but hey, sometimes things got to get off our chest, man. All right, yo. We'll catch y'all next week. Hopefully, the Don is back next week. All right, man. Y'all know what the fuck it's been, man. It's been Homie Studios.
If you ain't right, stay your butt home.
Yiddy.